All right, now still in politics, and as ODM strategizes on how they will deal with the issues surrounding the Busia primaries, the wheel is still rolling. Let's now link up with our senior political reporters Duncan Khaemba and Chris Thairu to tell us more about the next phase of this process that will continue in Kakamega and Narok counties. Let me start with Duncan. And of course, thank you very much for joining us. And the irregularities that flawed the Busia primaries. Has ODM's National Elections Board learnt a few lessons that will ensure the next contest will actually be free and fair and of no question marks?
Yes, Betty, I think ODM party has learned lessons if what transpired today in Busia County is anything to go by. Remember that in 2013, there were similar instances, but we never saw the cancellation of results. And of course, that didn't go down well with the party. It had serious ramifications because many party members ditched ODM. Then when they switched to other parties, they actually got elected and some re-elected to parliament. So I think that could be the reason why ODM, having learned that reason, one, they decided that they will stagger this nomination exercise, and where issues arise or where there are complaints, perhaps they nullify. A classic example, what happened in Busia. But let me not talk on behalf of the party because I'm not an official. If we have an official, we have the Secretary General for the County of Kakamega, Mheshimiwa Andrew Toboso. Is it that the party has learned a bitter exercise, a lesson from 2013, what we've seen, the cancellation of results today in Busia?
Yeah, thank you very much, Duncan Khaemba. Obviously, yes, this is a big lesson from what we learned in the past. And I think right from the beginning of this exercise, the party leader and party organs have been very clear that this time around, we don't want to get it wrong when we're doing our party primaries. It's precisely the reason why we are the first party to carry out primaries, and we have staggered it in such a way that whenever there are any issues, conflicts, or otherwise disagreements like what we have witnessed in Busia, there is adequate time within our party conflict resolution mechanisms to address that particular challenge.
Talking about what we've witnessed in Busia today, not what anybody expected, given that that was the first nomination exercise for the party. Kakamega is tomorrow, and you are a party official in this particular region. Is everything set? Because in Busia we had issues from the word go, right, and definitely it reflected at when they were closing, when curtains were coming down. What is the state of preparedness in Kakamega County?
Well, first of all, let us look at the differences between the two counties. Busia County, highly volatile, very high competition between the incumbent, that is Sospito Jamong, the governor, and of course Honorable Paul Otuoma. The campaigns have been very high octane in Busia, and that has trickled down to the kind of very fever high kind of campaigns that we saw. Fortunately, that is not the case in Kakamega, because remember, in Kakamega, our governor, His Excellency Wycliffe Oparanya, he's actually going unopposed, and therefore the kind of stakes at the gubernatorial level in Kakamega is not there, and it only comes down now to the lower levels of members of parliament, members of county assembly, the women rep, and the senator.
So in terms of preparedness, everything is good, briefly?
In a way, because our governor is not in the race. He's actually been in much control of this particular exercise, of getting prepared for this exercise. We've had a series of meetings, the last one being last week when all the aspirants were convened in Kakamega to agree on modalities, to agree on the polling points for this exercise. There's been a very high level of peace and tranquility in the whole county, and expect as we go to the nominations tomorrow, the same will be reflected in how the outcome will be.
Mm-hmm. Materials have been deployed, everything. What time do they leave to various polling stations in a sentence?
According to what we have agreed as a county, by 6 o'clock in the morning, we start our voting in Kakamega County. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, Betty, that's Kakamega County ODM Secretary General Mheshimiwa Andrew Tobos, of course, saying they've learned a bitter lesson. They've seen what happened today in Busia, Kakamega. They are saying things will be a bit different, saying that the stakes are not that necessarily high as what we had been witnessing to the build-up to yesterday's exercise in Busia, which of course we finally saw the outcome of what that was all about. From Kakamega, we in Butere constituency, one of the 12 constituencies in Kakamega County. So tomorrow we'll be trying our luck to crisscross the county in all 12 constituencies to give you blow-by-blow account on what will be transpiring in the course of the day, and then finally in the evening we'll be able to converge and see how the cookie will finally crumble. From Kakamega, this is Duncan Khaemba. Over to you, Betty.
Wow, interesting choice of words, Duncan, there, how the cookie will crumble. Hopefully it won't crumble. All right, but